All right. Are we live? Yes, we're live. Okay. What is up, all of my fellow weebs and weebettes? I am your host, Anime Alex, and we are here in the monastery, as you see in the background. And I am with a member of the High Council, Azure Sky. Say what's up,
Hello
Sky.
there.
Okay. Now, this has been an overdue video. And this is the current Wyvern ride tier list, in our humble opinions, of all the monsters up to chaotic gore. I finally found a tier list with them, and so now we can put all of this to rest. I would also basically have a disclaimer that all apexes are going into D tier since you can't ride them.
They just don't exist.
Yeah, they don't exist.
Basically all the unrivaled.
In Narwa and Ibushi, wherever they may be.
McGorm, all of them.
Yeah, and Guys McGorm too. Where is Guys? Okay, there's Narwa, there's Allmother. Where
I put them in F.
F? I mean, D is the lowest one on this tier list.
I just add one.
I mean, F is still D. Like D is the lowest. So how I put my tiers, S is basically like top tier, A is high tier, B is mid tier, C is like okay but mediocre, and D is like low tier. And D D is low tier.
But I mean, like F. We can just put useless or like NA.
Okay,
put NA for
in NA. All right, we're gonna do okay. All right,
because we can't use them.
So are we also going to put in double S for like the very best or not?
If you want to do like the very best, fine, write double S, and that'll be like a fun thing because we can see all the S tier mons.
Okay.
Or mons, Wyvern rides, and we can pick the best one out of the ones we put in S.
Okay. So I'm making F tier. Oh, what? This was supposed to be D. What in the? Oh, give me 1 second here. Ruining all the coloring. As you see, we are here in the monastery. We are like winging it as we go, like how we always do. But we are.
If you're winning it, you should screen share with me too, so I can see.
Oh yeah, that all. See. We are definitely winging it. definitely winging it. All right, here we're sharing. All right, I'm screen sharing. And we are going to add a row above.
While he does that, I will put a disclaimer that the ruby and the gold wire bugs will not affect the tier list.
Yeah, that too. Like, yeah, the ruby and the gold wire bugs won't affect the tier list. It is just like, what can they do?
I mean, it does make monsters just better, but it makes all of them better, so it doesn't really affect anything.
Yeah, that, I mean, yeah. Okay, so
I mean, some of them get better benefits, but like, it's whatever.
I don't see where there's Guys McGorm. All right, so F tier is set up. So F tier is basically just disqualified tier. Double S is just the best
of the the undisputed champion.
Yeah, the undisputed champion. So let's start off with our boy Aknasam.
All right, Aknasam. Aknasam is actually pretty good. Solid mid tier C. You know,
lower mid.
Nothing wrong with him.
Yeah,
like C.
He gives a blight. He gives
fire blight. He has like an invasive attack, so you can avoid some attack from monsters. There is a small tech you can do when you do back strong and he's in the air, his mounted Punisher actually does more damage if you're in the air. But that's like the only tech you can do with him.
Yeah. His weaknesses are definitely the fireball, the back fireball. Kinda, you need to be really close to land like all 3 of the fireball blasts. And you know, since he's a lower tier monster, he doesn't do as much damage as the other
Others,
monsters on this list. But yeah, I agree with C. Like, he brings something to the table in an early game sense. So yeah, he'd be in the okay, decent, mediocre tier.
Yeah.
Oh boy, our favorite Almudron.
Our favorite Wyvern ride. He is D tier.
He is D, and the reason why Almudron is D tier is basically just messes up your whole teammates.
He's the only Wyvern ride that actively hinders your team because of the mud that he puts around the map.
Yeah, like, he hinders your teammates' mobility with the mud, and it's just it gets like everywhere to the point where it's very confusing to what is going on. And also, he doesn't do that much damage.
And he's slow.
And he's slow.
It's weird because when you fight him, you think he's like annoying as fuck and fast, but then when you Wyvern ride it, he feels super slow.
He's so slow, so sluggish. You could get hit out of a lot of moves, and his strongest move is that back heavy where he like throws the mud in that wave. But even then, that move doesn't do as much damage as it really realistically should do.
And it spreads the mud, which, you know, hinders your team.
Yeah. Yeesh. Anjanath.
Anjanath. Honestly, I'd say worth than Somnicanth.
Wait, where did Somnicanth?
Or Agnesong, I mean.
I would say Anjanath is low-key D tier.
No, he's too unbelievably slow.
He's so unbelievably slow, and he doesn't blight.
He's C. At most C. I can't put him in B in good faith.
Why? Wait, I said D.
Oh, D?
Yeah, I never said B. I said D.
My B. Well, no, he's not D tier. He's not like... He doesn't actively hinder your team.
Okay, but
he still does damage.
So we're putting him in C tier because of the damage, because I know he does pretty decent damage. It's just he doesn't really have an attack chain combo. He just kind of like attacks very slowly, and he's also very slow.
Like, if you go all your way to get Anjanath, it takes you like 2 years to get into the fight because he's so slow.
So are we putting him in C tier because of the damage, or D tier because of the speed?
Put him D tier above Almudron because I'm biased and I get Anjanath every time I go into an afflicted fight, and I'm just like, fuck him. You know, let's put him in D tier. Why not?
Yeah, you hear that, Anjanath? Screw you.
Just out of spite.
Arzuros, I say D tier.
Yeah, it's kind of obvious. He's just like slow, doesn't do a lot of damage, not
doesn't blight.
Out of your way. It's not worth going out of the way to Wyvern ride.
But the question is he's definitely below Anjanath, but is he above?
No, Almudron is the worst Wyvern ride in the game.
Okay. So
yeah,
we can
nothing is below Almudron. We
can nuzzle him comfortably between Anjanath and Almudron.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be a good one.
That's just an A tier, just straight up.
Astalos. Yeah, like, dude, there's a hard argument he could be S tier.
No, I think he's S. And I'll say why.
All right.
Because he can shock track him, and he gets the thunder buff, which makes him even stronger than normal.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget that tech that you can do with the back heavy.
Yeah. The tech, you can go up in the air and then do the slams afterwards. He does shit ton of damage. And for one measly shock trap, you just buff him so he does even more damage. He's just S tier.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Definitely
Also,
S. And he's fast.
And he's super fast. He's fast. Yeah, he can get places fast. Also, Thunderblight is a good blight, but just don't go for the head, or you'll just waste a stun.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird because Thunder monsters, when you Wyvern ride them, you don't want to go for the head, because actually hitting the head with monsters does count for stun. So you actively have to avoid the head.
That's
so
interesting.
Stun. Yeah, you have to actively avoid the head.
It makes sense, though.
Mm-hmm.
Aurora Somnicanth.
Aurora Somnicanth, I would say solid B. It's like
okay,
like above Agnesom.
My positives for Aurora Somnicanth is she's fast.
Mm-hmm. Good combos, you know.
Good combos.
Heavy, like good light heavies. The Punisher is really good.
Decent damage.
No, it does a lot. It definitely does more than decent. It's a lot.
Okay. Above decent damage.
Yeah. Just a solid Wyvern riding. Like,
okay.
Fast though. Can ice
blight. Yeah, can ice blight. Even though ice blight is the worst blight.
Yeah. Honestly, ice blight is the only blight you want to do when you're Wyvern riding, then actively in the hunt.
You know what? That is actually a very good strategy. Like that's actually a very good vouch for ice blight. Is that it makes Wyvern riding easier since the enemy monster slower. I just wish they did a little bit more with ice blight, but that's a tangent for another day. Speaking about ice blighting, we got Barioth. I say B.
I'll put same. Yeah, same place. Yes. I would say better than Aurora.
Better than Aurora? Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, because I feel like his Punisher is worse, but I feel like his just normal combos are better. Because he can actually Ice Blight before the Punisher.
Oh, yeah.
Actually not. Somnicanth can Ice Blight too, but like, I just think his combos are better.
I feel like Barioth is edged over Somnicanth because of Barioth's back heavy.
Yeah, super strong.
That back heavy is mean.
Yeah, because he can like backlight to do the Frost Tornado to slow them down and then just do back heavy.
But it also closes the distance really fast.
It does too. Also, normal heavy is good because he can do the 2 combo one where like he like does the spin and then shoulder checks, which is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Really solid. Solid B tier.
So yeah, I would put it above Somna. All right, Barroth.
All right, Barroth is going to be the first water monster that shows just the privilege of water monsters. He is a C tier monster that just gets put into B because he can water blight.
But we're putting him behind Aurora?
No, above Aurora.
Wait, you said a C tier monster that gets into B?
Because of water blight, yeah. Super easy.
So wait. The question is, do we put him above Aurora based off of water blight, or do we put him below Aurora based off his damage? Because Barroth doesn't do a lot of damage.
Okay, here's the thing. He does a lot of damage if he has mud. Like, an ungodly amount of damage if he has mud and water blight.
And even then, you're not even comboing him. You're just you're spamming out back heavy. Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like it puts above Aurora because just water blight.
Okay. All right, so we're putting him above Aurora because of water blight.
I'm telling you, water blight monsters are just gonna have.
They're built different.
They just have privileges.
They have privileges because they're built different.
Because they have water blight. That's it. It's water blight's privacy. I don't know what to tell you.
Basarios. Okay.
Right.
I say B because of his slowness, but I'm not going to lie. I feel like he's above Barioth because, come on, that back heavy beam is so satisfying and does so much damage.
For me, I feel like he's just the lowest tier as of now. He's way too slow for me to be comfortable. Like, he's
and his Punisher is also cheeks.
Also bad, yeah, that's really bad.
So is he below Aurora or above?
Below, he's too ungodly slow. He's satisfying, but that doesn't mean he's good.
Okay. He can fire blight.
He can fire blight, yeah, with back heavy. If he poisoned with like the mist he farts, we would have had a different story.
Yeah, true. But he can only fire blight.
Yeah, he doesn't. Sadly.
So he has a bad mounted Punisher. And dude, even when I say bad mounted Punisher, like
it's okay.
No. It isn't. I'm saying it's kind of really bad when you think about it, because that mounted Punisher can miss a lot because it doesn't go that far.
Can, but
now I've personally seen Basarios miss the mounted Punisher just by like running a couple, and then like he'll try to go into the roll, but then it completely misses.
Missed, yeah.
But his back heavy is what keeps him in B.
Yeah.
Basil. Ooh, Basil. I say A.
Basil A. Yeah.
Like,
no. Basil Geese is slow, but he makes up for it because he drops his bombs. And it does a lot.
And it does a lot. Like, it fire blights, and the damage stacks up. And
a good tech I do is that you spam just a bunch of bombs, but you don't actually attack them. So when you get a ton of bombs, you just attack them so they all explode at once. You just do a ton of damage without building up the Wyvern bar.
Yeah. It is quite funny to do that. I would say like Basil is one of those Rise that you just kind of have to have some skill with.
Yeah, he's a lista, but his Punisher is definitely like A material.
Oh yeah, his Punisher's great. He fire blights. He does amazing damage.
Yeah, his Punisher never misses.
Like I guess for the viewers, if you're watching, like B tier, these are just like middle of the road monsters that just do okay damage or has okay utility. When we're talking about like Basil, this is like a high tier monster that like can never be worse than B because of his ludicrous amount of damage. And then the only reason why he's A is because he's slow.
Yeah.
So I guess comparing it, he's kind of like the Anjanath of the top tiers. He's slow, but like does more than Anjanath.
He actually does like insane damage.
Yeah.
He's worth the slowness.
Okay, we got Bishaton.
Got Bob up in here. It's C. Oh no, that's just no.
Yeah, it's normal Bishaton. No, it's not Bob yet.
C tier.
C tier.
I just saw Bob and got excited.
Okay, so
Bishaton. I mean, he's just like Agnesong, where like it's just kind of slow, not a lot of damage. I will say he's above Agnesong because he just does more damage.
Yeah, that's fair. I was about to actually ask you, do we have Bishaton above Agnesong? Because like I would personally say Bishaton is above Agnesong because that glide attack on his back heavy is really good, and also he can poison monsters.
Yeah, he poisons and stuff. Yeah, I feel like it's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, his Punisher is just okay.
His Punisher is better than Agnesong's though.
Yeah.
So
Agnesong's you have to go out of your way to be in the air for it to be good.
Yeah. It's definitely C tier material. But Bob though.
Bob. Definitely B tier. Better than Bishaton. I've used a lot of Bobs. I'm telling you right now, he is like above Aurora, personally.
For you guys who don't understand why we call Blood Orange Bishaton Bob is because like that's the acronym BOB.
Yeah, BOB. Yeah, the community made up that. It's amazing.
Yeah, so Bob is here, but
Bob has the same gimmick as Lunar Garon, where he has like two phases. He has the like normal stance, and when he's on his tail. So when he's on his tail, he actually does more damage. So he's like one of the harder Wyvern raids to use because you gotta do like combo into him for him to stand on his leg or his tail, and then he does more damage. Also, his mounted Punisher actually does like more damage than you expect it to do because he throws like a pine cone shotgun, and if he hits all three of them, it does a lot.
Okay. I respect that. Bob is B. Now we are getting into some big boy territory right here.
Got 3 big boys.
Chameleos.
Chameleos, it's just A.
Okay, so what? So wait. Before we explain, is he above Basil, below Basil?
I would say Basil.
Above. Yeah.
Because even if I feel like they do about the same damage. Maybe Camille does slightly less because he doesn't have the bombs. But he's just so fast that he can just do a bunch of attacks simultaneously. Just gets more damage.
So why do we have him in
better?
A?
Also, poison is better than fire blight.
True, but why do we have him in A tier though?
A because he's not. Because like, the thing is, we're comparing them to each other Wyvern rides, right?
No, I know, but why
tiers.
isn't he an S or like, why isn't he?
Because he doesn't have the utility. You know, he does. Like Astalos is there because he has Thunderblight, which is the second best status, and he just does just a bunch more damage than Basil and Chameleos, which is insane to think about.
That is fair.
That's the thing. Also, Chameleos does not do that much like super damage than you would think from an Elder Dragon.
It's mainly just the poison.
Yeah.
It's the poison
also,
ticks.
his combos are not that good.
Okay, that's fair. But hey, he has that back slam that does the back slam and the back lick, or like the tongue action.
Nah, dude, the tongue is the funniest attack.
Oh yeah, the tongue is the funniest attack. All right, yeah, I respect it. He is a based off of just his ludicrous amounts of high damage, but he doesn't have like that utility, that extra utility that pushes him into S.
Mm-hmm.
But chaotic gore though.
Chaotic.
Now I'm gonna be keeping it a buck. I have not Wyvern ridden chaotic gore and tested all of him, so you would probably know more than I do on this.
Sadly, since chaotic you can't really get like as like a secondary monster. Not Wyvern ridden him a lot, but I feel like just like he's just better than Shagru and Gore. Just like from what I've used on him.
Okay, so why do you say that?
It's because he just like Shagru, I feel like it's just kind of like, first of all, you never Wyvern ride Shagru. Like I've legitimately never Wyvern ride Shagru that isn't on his quest. So I have no idea about Shagru either.
Wait, really? You've never I've Wyvern ridden Shaggy before. I know his back heavy is like that big beam.
Yeah, it's the big beam, but like that's if he's like in phase 2, like he's charged.
I've ridden him in phase 2. Phase 2 Shaggy does a lot of damage. I'm not gonna cap. Like
no, he does. But chaotic just does even more damage, and also his Punisher is insane.
All right, so are we putting him S because of damage and Punisher, or?
Yeah, he just does a lot of damage and shit.
Underneath Astalos, or
Astalos, because Astalos has the Thunder Blight, and I think he does a little bit more damage because Punisher is just that insane.
All right, so like I want everyone to know, chaotic gore is in S based off of damage alone. I just want to let
that much damage.
He does that much damage, but the problem with chaotic gore is like you can't really like use him.
Do we count them? How much we can use them in like how much they spawn? Do we count that?
I mean, I don't think we need to do that because eventually we're going to get like we'll get a mission where we can use them.
I'm just gonna put an exclamation point and say how much I Wyvern ride them because I do a lot of anomaly hunts.
Okay.
Like how many should I see them? I'll say that.
Yeah, like obviously take chaotic gore's placement with a grain of salt. Like this is going to be asterisked, and so every like S tier that's going to be put in will be already above chaotic. But we're just but we're putting chaotic. We're giving the benefit of the doubt to chaotic just on damage alone.
Yeah, he does. No, I used him like twice. I'm like, dude, he's just like damage, damage.
Oh, this is going to be an interesting one. Valstrax.
Valstrax. All right. They need to go back on like Valstrax and like kind of rework his Wyvern ride. His Wyvern ride, not Wyvern ride, but like his Wyvern ride. I don't think he's that good.
Really? I mean, I would think he's a solid A.
He's A tier, but he's the worst A tier, I feel.
Okay,
At least right now.
That's respectable. That's respectable. Because, like, Dragon Blight doesn't do anything to monsters, so Valstrax is, like, an elementalist monster, and then you would only run him on damage. But if he doesn't have any Dragon Blight on, like, himself, he doesn't really do that much damage. But when he does have Dragon Blight on himself,
he does a lot.
Yeah, he does a lot. And he's ungodly fast.
Yeah, he's super fast.
Like, I think he is the fastest in the game.
Yeah,
he's definitely one of. So he's in A just because of speed. Like, legitimately, I don't think you're ever going to find yourself getting knocked out of your attacks because he turns into a jet and just just goes through you.
Yeah, he's really strong. All right.
The first of the crab.
Oh yeah. Also, his Punisher is actually like really bad for no reason.
I feel like his Punishers are definitely better than B and below, but for A tier, yeah, it's.
Dude, Bishopton has a better Punisher than Valstrax.
Oh damn, you are.
Blood Orange. I'm not even joking on that.
Bob. Okay.
Bob has a better Punisher.
I'm looking at Bob like, huh?
No, Bob has actually a nasty Punisher. It's insane.
All right.
Oh, we got the crab.
We got the crab. We got Daimyo Hermitar.
All right. The crab has the water blight bias. All right, let's just be real here.
But his moves.
Besides that, he's actually kind of insane. He goes sicko.
I would put Daimyo Hermitar in top of B.
Honestly, I could have an argument for S.
Yo. My argument against Daimyo is that he doesn't.
A.
His normal attacks don't really do a lot.
Have you not done like, dude? He has the same like ground pound as Barrioth. It's just a little bit slower, but actually does like a little bit more damage.
No, I know, but I'm saying overall is like he does do water blight, yes, but his moves are pretty darn slow, so you can get hit out of them. And even though it does do a little bit more damage than Barrioth, it still is not like, I wouldn't say it's so much damage that I would put him in A. And then the Punisher isn't that great with Daimyo.
He's a top of B then.
He's definitely a top of B. Like, there is an argument you could be made because of Water Blight alone that he could be A. But when I look at Valstrax, I think about like, okay, I can get in set, like if I have three wire bugs, right? And I have Valstrax that is like fully powered up. In those three like rush attacks, I'm closing the distance, I'm interrupting the enemy monster, and I'm doing a buttload of damage, and I can get those off very fast, as opposed to Daimyo Hermitar, which has to set up Water Blight and then is trying to hit you with some really strong attacks, but they're really slow. It's just like overall in the damage department, like you have to, like, Valstrax is the bar right now to get into A. Like, you have to do more than Valstrax to get into A. You feel me?
I getcha.
Yeah. But that Water Blight is coming close. I'm not capping, but definitely the king of B tier right now is Daimyo Hermitar, which segue into the next person, which is going to be probably very controversial, is Diablos.
Diablo. Dude, he's just weirdly like not good.
Because he gets, fun fact, guys, he gets weaker if you break his horns.
Yeah, which realistically you shouldn't break his horns, but like it's a fun fact.
Realistically, you should break his horns, but if you break his horns before you Wyvern ride, then you basically just nerf your Wyvern ride.
And that should like never happen. Like it's a funny thing you can't do.
Yeah, so I honestly, off of that, I say D.
No, no, I don't put it there because that should never happen, like ever. The only way you would have a Diablos broken horn is if it's a Diablos with another monster. That's like the only time. But if it's like one
Okay.
hunt and it's a Diablos,
All
then
right.
that should never
Okay. So we're gonna say C, right?
happen. Do you
Because
really think the horn matters that much? I don't think it matters at all.
me personally, I feel like we have to put that in to be fair, because that is a mechanic that is tied to that Wyvern ride.
Then I think it should be like the very bottom of B, because
Yeah.
like even with the nerfed horn, he still does more damage than Bishopton and Somna.
Also my other argument is that we also didn't account for, you know, Almudron being in a single player hunt to where like his mud doesn't affect other people. So I feel like
I don't, but this multiplayer aspect of it affects it more than like potentially breaking the horn like a
I mean,
multi hunt.
I get that. I mean, I would say top of C, me personally, because like other reasons that I do have for Diablos being at top of C is that he's a non-elementalist monster, and
I know he has backlight that throws a rock. That if the terrain is right, you can blight something.
okay, fine. He is situationally an elemental monster,
which I feel like puts him in B. Off that,
Oh.
on like bottom B, like below.
I want top C, bottom B. Okay, before we have our final thoughts, let's judge him on his speed and his attack. Like, well, we already know the attack power issue, and we need to judge him on his speed and mounted Punisher. If he passes the vibe check on these two, he gets into low B. But
his speed is okay. His speed is good. He has good speed. The charge closes gaps.
Okay.
And stuff like that. He's fast. His mount, and the only problem is mounted Punisher is just like mid tier.
His mounted Punisher is like very mediocre.
Yeah.
So comparing him to all the other mounted Punishers in B, I mean, me personally, I don't really think it holds up.
I just think he has a better Punisher than Basarios.
All right.
That's the thing.
All right.
And we have Basarios in B tier.
Okay. We're for the benefit of the doubt, Diablos, you are going into the lowest of low in B tier, dog. But like, I'm keeping my eye on you. one mess up with that horn, you're going straight to C. Hey, even two horns getting broken, man. That's D tier levels right there. You're not even doing more damage than Anjanath.
Yeah. All right. Now we got the boy, the man, the Hispanic monster himself, Espinas.
Oh, dog. I feel like Espinas is honestly A.
Oh no, he's B.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Okay. My reasoning is that when you backlight and when you do his Punisher, you are forced to status the monster, and you're just wasting a paralysis stack on him.
Okay. All right. That's fair. For me, I was thinking of his rushes. Like, his rushes are definitely better than Diablos's rushes.
No, they are, and it poisons.
Yeah, and it poisons. Like I feel like that alone. And he does some pretty insane damage.
He does. I just think that the paralysis is just pretty bad. I mean, if you don't have any paralysis people on your team and shit, I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter. But like, I'm fine with him being A. But like, I just don't.
Is he the new bar now?
I feel like he's the new bar.
Okay.
He does a lot of damage. He does good statuses, but he's the only A tier monster that has a downside.
Yeah, but it's just that he's so dang fast and does so much damage that like putting him in B would seem like disrespectful to him.
I mean, yeah, I just don't like the paralysis part of him because like it actively goes against. I mean, you can plan it out like paralysis the monster and then Wyvern ride him, but then it's just like very like get out of your way
I feel that too. I feel that too. There's a little bit more finesse.
There's definitely more finesse with him, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
there's
there's something you have to look out for. And like, definitely you need to do it. Unlike Diablos, where like breaking the horn is just like whatever. Like, I don't think it's a huge deal.
Right.
Like, I feel like the paralysis is more effective, like more advantageous. Also, because like paralysis pets, dogs and cockles are really good. So you can kind of mess that up too.
My issue with like the Diablos thing, I guess bringing it back to the Diablos thing is like if you had Part Breaker or if you're running like a Part Breaker Blood Right build, then like, but yeah, if Diablos isn't one of the main monsters, then like yeah, Diablos is good. But if he is one of the main monsters, then you do have a potential to nerf him, and that's the scary part. But
you can.
Yeah, it's kind of like it really depends on with Diablos. But all right, new bar has been set, but Flaming Espinas though.
All right, Flaming. I'm being like he has a mechanic where he charges up and shit, so he's just slow inherently, but his damage is insane. Like he has like chaotic energy, where he just does insane damage.
Bro, did you not see him 1v1 Teostra and show him who has the hottest fire? Like, bro,
it's weird.
He's really like Espinas has been really disrespecting Elder Dragons, and like he's a tier 3 monster, even though in reality he plays like he's a tier 2 monster.
I don't know, he's a menace. But Flaming Espinas. Oh yeah. A note about the Espinases. Normally, it's just really annoying and out of your way to make the monsters go enraged, right? And buff them up. Because when they enrage, they do more damage, right?
Yeah.
But the Espinases just get pissed off just by looking at them funny. So it's super easy just to make them mad and then Wyvern ride them.
And they're like almost always on maxed
pissed
damage.
Off, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they have the Astalos vibe where like just a little prep up just makes them even better. And I feel like Flaming is definitely a monster you want to buff up and then Wyvern ride.
All right, so we're gonna put him in between Astalos and Chaotic.
All right, definitely. Yeah. He is just like a damage machine.
Now, speaking of a damage machine.
Oh yeah, no, he is S. Like just no talk. He's above Astalos. He is just the best S tier right now.
Dude, I mean, potentially this is our first potential double S.
This is our first, yeah, dude. This thing is absolute. Like he is literally just Rajang, just like upgraded. He had upgrade people.
Honestly, I'm gonna just go put him in at double S because like I think about it and you really can't get more of a perfect Wyvern ride. You have combo potential out the wazoo with his spinning fists. He can thunder blight you. His back heavy does so much damage and it comes out so fast and it's so spammable. He's stupidly fast, so he can just get to any point of the map almost in an instant, and his mounted Punisher does ludicrous amounts of damage. Like there's only one other Wyvern ride that is
Punisher.
That is potentially like as good, if not better than Furious Rajang, but we'll get to that later in the list. But for now, I'm gonna put Furious Rajang as double S.
Not to mention, he just does even more damage if he gets buffed up.
I know.
Like this, we're talking about him at base form. He is just Super Saiyan. Wait until he goes Super Saiyan 4. Like he's not fully prepped yet.
Super Saiyan God for it with the once he puts on the anchor arms, bro, like dog.
It's over.
It's over. Like I think you can literally like almost squeeze by a whole hunt just off of this. Any monster against Furious Rajang is losing a huge portion of their overall health throughout the hunt.
Yeah, close.
It's so like it crazy.
He's ungodly good. Like it's unfair for every other monster.
Yeah, no, like when you are on top of Rajang mode, you are in God mode.
Literally no clip. All right.
We got
A big monkey.
we got Guard Golem. We went from God Monkey to
Dude,
Frankenstein Monkey.
Really good monkey.
Yeah,
Honestly, he's A tier.
yeah. He does some damage. Doesn't he get blights when he's powered up?
All right, here's how this monkey goes. When this monkey does not have the arms, he just spams back heavy and he's just a budget Rajang. He really is, because he spams back heavy and instead of a fucking Kamehameha, he just throws a rock at you.
Alright, yeah.
Which does a lot of damage.
Mhm.
But also the rock actually is a skill shot. Fun fact, because the rock needs to slam on the floor and it breaks up into pebbles, and you can actually miss the pebbles, so you have to be like a sweet spot.
All
So
right.
he has a little bit of like tech where like you need to be in the perfect spot.
Yeah.
But if he has the water fire gauntlets, you just fucking smack the monster and just give him water blight. So he's just A tier.
But okay, so I do agree. In the fact that he can water blight too, it just is so dumb.
I think he's above Trex.
I honestly think he's above Chameleos.
Nah, I think Chameleos just does a little bit more damage than him.
So do you want to put him above Basil?
Below Basil.
Below
like,
Basil?
The water blight, because you have to go out of your way to have him have the water blight.
Okay,
and it takes like time in the high.
But when everything is working as intended,
he's A.
He like, but still, even without blights, he's still pretty A. Like, he does really good damage.
He's budget Rajang.
Yeah, budget Rajang. He's Rajang at home.
He really is.
Okay, I respect it. Right. Oh, gold Rathian.
Got the gold Wraith. Right, the gold Rathian.
I feel like
is S tier by default. But something really weird about gold Wraithing I don't like is that, so you know her move where like she spins vertically and then horizontal or horizontal vertically with the tail?
Mm-hmm.
It's only a one hit. It's not a multi-hit.
Oh, that's weird.
It feels really weird because I'm like, okay, I hit the horizontal, I'm gonna hit the vertical, and it just like it does like 1,000 damage just hitting the tail, right? Which is insane.
Like she does ludicrous.
But like it just feels more satisfying if it was a two-hitter. I'm like, I feel like something's missing.
I feel it. Now, where is Goldian on this list? Like, she does some dummy damage. Like,
okay, if she was in Hellfire mode, she'll be like above Astos. However, getting her into that state is not really like an easy thing to do. So honestly, I would say she is below Flaming Espinas.
Okay, wait. I'm going to have to disagree with below Flaming Espinas. Now, I do understand the Hellfire mode and then like getting her into Hellfire mode and all that is pretty hard, but it is also not as hard as you might make it seem. It's just that you have to like save your whole like Wyvern Ride attacks or Silkbite attacks until she like hits Hellfire mode, which will take quite a bit. But
for me, it takes way too long to be worth it, though. It's like a minute. It's like almost a minute of just waiting for her to get into Hellfire consistently.
But her base is already doing like literally comparable damage to Flaming Espinas.
No, her base does as much as Flaming Espinas normally. But the thing is, Flaming Espinas, you can get pissed off like instantly. That's what I'm saying. That Flaming goes above Wraithing because you can get his buff like in like 25 seconds max.
Okay. I think the biggest deal breaker will be Punishers and then the utility, because Gold Rathian can poison in Fire Blight.
I can poison and Fire Blight.
Just off of abilities.
But Flaming Espinases, I think, has a better Punisher though.
Okay.
Because he does like the big nuke and he does a second big nuke. Like, you know, the one he's in the air and it fires it. It just does more damage.
Damn.
I'm just saying Flaming Espinas is better.
Yes, but not okay. I would like to make a disclaimer that we are going to say we're Evan Flow. This could either be or. Like, Goldian can be above Flaming. Flaming can be above Goldian. Like, the only reason why Astalos is still in this top spot is because like he's just really easy. to use.
First of all, he's easy. You can give him a free buff instantly, and he just has Thunderblight.
Oh, this is gonna be a fun one. Gore Magala. I personally say A.
He's A, but like he's below like Espinas, if I'm being honest.
Dang, so we found a new bar for A.
Yeah, he's like he does damage, but like Espinas has like the poison, and like he does more damage.
He has
And
utility.
Honestly, I want to raise Espinas above Valstrax.
All right.
Because like he gets pissed off. He has fucking Hulk energy. But Golden Regala, it's just like his punishers are just kind of like his punisher sucks. His heavies are okay. His back heavy is a bit too slow. And he just doesn't do as much damage as you want him. It's kind of sucks. Like honestly, I'm being real. I feel like he's like below the crab. If I'm being honest.
Below the crab. Like, wait, Gore Magala is below the crab?
Yes, because I feel like his mounted Punisher is about like equal to the crab, and the crab has Water Blight.
Dang.
I honestly think he's like worse. Like the crab, like if I see Gar and crab and I could only pick one, I would always pick the crab.
Oh, okay. So this is now we have to figure out something. Do we move Gore Magala down to B tier? But Gore Magala out damages all of B tier. So
kind of like not by a lot. That's the thing.
I would
doesn't out damage them by a substantial amount. That's my thing.
I would say overall Gore Magala should just be the lowest of A.
But for me, in good faith, I cannot put him over the crab. I just can't. I honestly think he should just go below the crab and B tier. If I'm being honest.
Below the crab and B.
I don't think his Wyvern Ride's that good. Pretty bad.
And this is coming from a Gore Magala like lover.
Yeah, I'm like a 4 ultimate guy, and I'm like, dude, Gore Magala Wyvern Ride is not that good.
All right.
Now, I will say his frenzy mode is better, but like it's just like no. I'm not gonna go out of my way.
No. Wait a minute. That I'm still putting Gore Magala into A because you just brought up frenzy mode.
Dude, he takes even longer than Gold Wraithing to be in frenzy.
No. Even though that is a case, he still has a frenzy mode, and that puts him above like literally everyone in B tier because of his enraged mode.
Ugh. Fine.
Yeah, like
I'm only giving you that because he can potentially be in a multi-hunt. That's literally the only reason.
Also, wait. But we missed a very crucial aspect of Gore Magala, is that he puts the afflicted, like the frenzy puddles for your teammates out so they can increase their own crit rate.
Which is fine.
Yeah, so like he also has a supporting aspect
honestly,
to him.
If that's the case, he should go above Valstrax.
Wait.
If like the frenzy puddle itself, yeah, because 15 affinity is a good thing to have.
So you're putting Gore above Valstrax because of the support?
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't think about that.
That's fair.
Because Valstrax, Valstrax literally just like honestly, Valstrax doesn't do a lot of damage himself. Like you need to be him in mode. Where?
But when he's in that mode, he kind of go ham.
Yeah, but
Valstrax is the bar because in order to be A beyond, you have to have like another mode. You have to go further beyond than your base form.
This is the most disrespectful Wyvern Ride in existence. He's above Anjanath.
Okay. I was about to say
he's not that bad.
Like,
but like, I'm being honest here. Gossarok has no right being that bad of a Wyvern Ride.
He doesn't even Ice Blight, dude.
He doesn't Ice Blight. He's super slow for
no. I'm putting Anjanath over Goss because there's something that we're missing. Heck, we can even maybe make the argument that Arzuros is over Goss because I'm thinking of Goss's.
Goss at least has more damage.
Okay.
Because he's just a higher tier monster.
No, but Anjanath. No, Goss is slow, and all Gossarog has is his back heavy. And his back heavy does less damage than like Anjanath's like
Anjanath is
attack chain.
Just normal heavy, yeah.
Yeah, his like heavy chain, which is ungodly slow, but like dude, like Gossarog does nothing. And his Punisher is so weak, bro.
Yeah, it does nothing.
It's so bad. And he had so much potential too.
Yeah. Like, I'm fine with not having the ice slice as like the normal moveset, but make it his Punisher if he brings out the sights.
I know, right? Like, make his Punisher like Ice Blight, but they didn't even do that. Like, he has no utility, and he has less damage than Aknasom and Bishatin.
Yeah, he is unjustly.
Like, yeah, he doesn't get in the way like Almudron. Yeah, he does more damage than Arzuros, but like, dog, come on. You're like worse Anjanath.
He really is. All right.
Baggy.
All right.
Great Baggy.
Let's do this. Baggy, underrated. He is B tier.
Okay. Why?
For
Why?
one reason only.
The sleep spit?
Yes, that's the only reason. Dude, just have like a greatsword, longsword user. Nah, he's like bottom B.
Yeah, he's bottom B. Yeah, I was like, I can't in good faith put him like above.
No, he's bottom. Because he does like about like the same damage as Bridgerton and Agneson. Maybe a little less, but not like a lot. But like him sleeping a monster instantly is really good.
Yeah. He is definitely bottom B because like his damage is completely pitiful. Like so pitiful, but sleeping a monster is really strong.
Yeah, just be a greatsword or longsword.
And delicious.
Like, big damage.
Izuchi.
Now we have the biggest sleeper. Izuchi is like B tier.
No, I would say C.
Nah.
Okay, why
Izuchi for being a raptor, he's actually really fast.
Oh wait, he water blights too.
No, he doesn't, sadly.
Wait, I thought he did.
Nah, the spit doesn't water blight.
Oh, the spit doesn't water blight? That's so weird, but it water blights you. I thought it water blighted other monsters.
No, it doesn't water blight anybody. It's just a raw attack.
Oh, dang.
It's like Rajing Beam where like it doesn't thunder blight for some reason.
My thing is that I feel, as to me, I want to put Great Izuchi in top of C because he's fast. Don't get me wrong. He is dummy fast. Well, actually, you know what? I can't in good faith put Izuchi underneath Baggy. And if we put Baggy up here, then we kind of have to put Izuchi because, like, Izuchi is stupidly fast. And his attack chain...
I feel like he can be the arbiter of C tier.
Like
Baggy, because like Baggy like has that like X factor. Izuchi is just like fast and does more damage than you would think.
Okay, but he does more damage than Baggy. Like he,
yeah, but
I guess this is a case of utility versus damage.
Yeah, and the utility is way better.
Okay,
than just like doing more damage because he still does good damage.
That's fair.
All right, we got Roggy.
Roggy's definitely C.
Yeah. Below Izuchi.
Nah, honestly, I would say below Bishatin. Actually, you couldn't even make the argument he's below.
Poison's better than Fire Blight.
Okay, Poison better than Fire Bite, but my issue with Roggy is that outside of his back heavy, like Poison Cloud, like he does no damage, and his Mountain Punisher sucks.
He's better than Aknason.
Better than Akna? Okay, so we're saying better than Akna based off of Poison?
Yeah, I mean, I think he does more damage than you think, but like, he's not better than Bishatin because Bishatin also poisons.
Yeah, I was about to say he is definitely not better than Bishatin.
Mm-hmm. No, he's good right there. I'm fine with him being there.
Like Bishatin could poison, has more damage, and a better Punisher. But with all this being said, these are like low tier monsters, so like when we mean high damage, we mean high damage for the tier, and comparatively to like these like four. These mons here, not these monsters, not these big boys up here in A, S, and double S. Like that's a whole different ballpark. But you know, comparatively to Izuchi, Bishatin, and Aknasom, yeah, in between. Baggy's even then, I low-key kind of want to say Baggy is kind of C tier. Because, like, overall, his damage is low. And
It's just the sleep, bro. I'm being real. The sleep just makes him there.
I get it. And the sleep is really strong,
Dude, that is
but it's just like
like almost 2k damage because he put him on to sleep.
Gosh, I hate how Baggy is up here because of utility.
Yeah, it's just how it is.
Oh, ew. Look at the.
Honestly, does he even? I don't even think he water blights. That's the thing.
I don't think he water blights either.
Does he like? All right, give him the benefit doubt, and he does water blight because it's been a while since I water ride him because he's just that gross. I don't want to be on his stupid fucking mud hide.
Wait, okay.
But even then, I feel like he'll just be like B tier.
No. He's dead. No, that's definitely reaching for Juratotus. Juratotus does not have the damage to compare to the rest of the people in B tier. First and foremost, I want to let that be known. Secondly, Juratotus, I don't even think water blights. From my recollection, he does not water blight.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Second of all, third of all, he literally almost does the same thing as Almudron when he does his mounted Punisher and it throws all the mud everywhere when he goes underneath and blasts out. So honestly, and his strongest move is just the hip check.
Yeah.
I kind of want to put him like above Almudron. Just because of his mounted Punisher spreads mud.
Not fair.
Like the only reason why he's above Almudron is because it's on his mounted Punisher as opposed to his inbuilt abilities. But then when you kind of like break down Juratotus, it's just like you don't do anything else. Like low damage, not good abilities, no utility, not even like fast, kind of like medium speed.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like he's just so underwhelming, and then just kind of also gets in the way at the end.
I'm gonna check if he does water blight, but like let's just keep him there for now.
Okay, we're gonna keep him there for now. We'll cycle back to the fish, but
yeah. All right, Kezu. Kezu gets the honorary award of why the fuck is he that fast?
Why is he this fast? He is deja vu fast.
No, dude, I'm telling you, he is like Valve's track speed, which is like not okay.
So dumb.
Like I'm talking about running speed, by the way. Like you like press R to like run. He's like as fast.
Like, bro, he hits the jets, dude.
He does not have the right to be that fast when he's a fucking weird leech rubber dragon, dude. Like, it's weird.
It's so weird.
But said that, he's a really good Wyvern, right? He's good. He's a good boy.
He could paralyze. He could Thunderblight. Like, yeah. I mean, the damage is kind of solid. Like, honestly, is he A?
Oh, he's B.
B?
I don't think he is. But yeah, he's like below B. He's like below B.
Below Damio? Like, okay, so I guess this question is more of what do you value?
Go water versus thunder, it's water, so he's below.
No, it's water, like, definitely. But that utility, like, water and thunder are both the top two utilities, right? Yeah, but I think Kezu does more damage and it is faster than Daimyo, so I feel like Kezu's kind of the king of B.
Nah, I disagree. I think Water Blight's just that much better.
No. Water Blight's not that much better. Like, yeah, Water Blight's the best, but...
No, here's the thing. Because you just Water Blight and that's it. But when you Thunder Blight, you have to actively go out of your way not to hit the head when you're Wyvern, right?
Okay, but with that mentality, then why isn't Double S a Water Blight user?
Because there's no Water Blight user that's a combination of being like as strong as fast as Rajang. That's the thing.
Okay, and I get
the strongest Water Blight monster, spoilers, is Mizu. And Mizu is not like Mizu cheats being S tier, honestly. If Mizu would have been like top
Hey,
A.
you're spoiling it.
I'm saying like Mizu gets into S because of Water Blight. That's what I'm saying.
We'll dive more into why Mizu is S, but I'm gonna reel it back to Kezu before we get off on the Mizu tangent. Is that what I feel is that Kezu is better than Daimyo because it's kind of like comparing Rajang to Mizu. Is that they're both really great blights in and of itself, but I feel as if Kezu does more damage than Daimyo, and Kezu is like just faster.
I would have to disagree because comparing Mizu and Rajang has significantly more damage, while Kezu does not have significantly more damage than Daimyo.
All right. Here's the deal breaker. And it all comes down to the mounted Punisher. Which one has the best mounted Punisher?
Kezu has a pretty bad one. So.
All right.
Yeah, he does. His mounted Punisher is actually not that good. It's
okay.
Daimyo has a better one.
All right.
Kezu, all he does is just sniff the monster 3 times and then like does the discharge.
Oh yeah, that's true. And that discharge doesn't really do much damage.
Yeah, and then Daimyo literally like fucking sits on them and it just explodes. Yeah, it's a lot more damage.
All right, fine. Daimyo is still the king. He is still the Daimyo of B tier.
Nah, I don't see him lost. Maybe you can change on, but I feel like he's just gonna stay there the whole time.
But there's an argument, like if Daimyo is the king, like Kezu's the prince, you know.
Yeah,
like,
no, I can agree with that. I can shake.
But coming down to Kulu Yaku, bruh.
Kulu,
I'm putting you in D.
Like above Azoros. Like.
Mainly based off of speed, but like you're doing less damage than Goss and Anjanath. Like
less damage to Goss and stuff like that. And, like
no utility.
No utility. Slow. Well, he's not slow. He's actually kind of fast, but like
he's medium. He's like more on the faster side, but it's just kind of like, come on. Your only comparison is Arzuros and then the 2 mud boys that get in your way. Like, come on, what? Like,
yeah. No real competition.
Oh, back to being a on near Kushala. Now, this is the other one that was like competing for double S. Mainly because if you guys know, Kushala's back heavies do ludicrous amounts of damage.
Yeah, it does insane amount of damage, and his finisher is good.
It actually, like, even before Furious Rajang became like a Wyvern, right? Like, Kushala had the most damaging punish. Like,
yes.
Or
Magnamala might have had him beat, but like it's situational.
Oh wait, not punish. Sorry, not mounted punisher, but like I mean, ground punish. Like his combo was the most damaging because
like his back heavy is hard to hit, but like if you hit all 3 tornadoes, it like melted the monster.
Yeah, and he can also ice blight, so he also has utility, and he's insanely fast.
He's super fast. He can shred tornadoes, and also he has the wind beam, which just does like 1,000, like 1K instantly.
And his punish. Wait, is the wind beam his back light, or is it
his wind beam? Is if you land in the ground and you press heavy. You can do the back heavy, and then you can evade, and then do the ground slam.
Yeah,
and then you can wind blast.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That does a lot, and then his mounted punisher also does a lot.
Does a lot. Yep.
So it's just like all Kushala is just damage, and the only reason why Furious Rajang is above Kushala is because Furious Rajang thunder blights while Kushala ice blights. But Kushala,
but like the thing is, Furious does even more damage.
Yeah,
that's the crazy thing.
Yeah, like
Furious Rajang is just the best one.
Like
he just does.
Yeah.
Too much damage.
Too much monkeying around.
And also like every monster can get buffed. Like Kushala enraged does more damage, but like Rajang can get enraged, which does damage, and then does even more damage when he gets fisticuffs.
To put that in perspective, Rajang base is basically like these guys' buffed up forms, and then Rajang's buffed up form, or Furious Rajang's buffed up form, is like more
even
dummy,
stronger. Yeah. I have a better comparison, but like we'll get there.
Yeah. Legombus. Big Chungus
Legombus.
Legombus.
Funny enough, I think it's just C tier. I don't think it's with Azuros and
Why would it be C2?
I just feel like Ice Blight is pretty good on him, and he just does like good damage, like compared to like Azuros and Kulu. And his Punisher's not bad either.
Mm.
For a Lagombi, he's not D tier. He's like below. He's like low C, but like
Well, I mean,
he's trying.
Okay, so Lagombi Ice Blights, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Lagombi Ice Blights, and that automatically puts him above D tier because like D tier, the common theme of D tier is you don't blight, or you're slow, or like your mud is getting in the way of my enjoyment of the game.
Yeah.
So since Lagombi can blight, he's definitely like the worst of C tier. I'm not gonna say because Ice Blight is the worst blight, but he at least has some utility. So all right, he's the bar of C tier. His rushing moves do some good damage and close the gap.
Yeah.
It's Lagombi. Come on. Silver. Wait. No, I almost said Silverwind, not
Silverwing.
Silverwing. I meant Lucent Nargacuga. Might be.
Okay. Before we do Lucent, I did find out from the we're coming back on Geratotus. He does Water Blight. Geratotus does Water Blight, and he does not spread mud.
Oh, okay.
So, honestly, looking at him, he is the top of C. You want to know why?
Water Blight.
His Punisher is like one of the worst ever in the game. I just used it. It did like 0 damage. It only hit the monster once, and it did like nothing. So
yeah,
he's just the crab. He is the crab of C tier.
He is the crab of C tier. He is only on top of C tier now because of new information. He can Water Blight now.
Yeah, that's how good Water Blight is.
That's how good Water Blight is. It could change a D tier mon into a C tier monster.
For real.
But all of his issues still stay. Like he's medium speed, not like kind of a bit on the slower side. That hip check is definitely slow. Never mind. He's slow. So he can get hit out of his hip check, which is his biggest like damaging attack, which doesn't even do a lot of damage. Like that, his hip check does less than like Anjanath's attacks. Yeah. And that's his only good ability that's going for him, besides him like water blighting with that water blight spit, which barely does any damage. And the only reason why he's this high is because of that water blight spit, because he can give water blight.
Because it gives water blight, so you can do more damage.
Yeah, and then to top it all off, he has like the worst mounting
Punisher in the game.
Yeah,
the worst Punisher, honestly. In the game.
Worst mounted Punisher in the game. Honestly, the fact that water blight is saving this keeping this man's head up afloat.
But that's how good Water Blight is. Like it doesn't matter. Like his damage is like comparable to like Kulu, but like Water Blight is just that good.
God, it disgusts me that he's.
I'm telling you, it's that good. It's crazy.
Anyways, well, actually, no.
I don't agree.
No. There's a reason I want to put him into top of D is because there's a monster that water blights that has, and you'll understand. It is because the reason why is I can't put the monster ahead on the same tier as Geratotus. That would be disrespecting him, and they both water blight. And I think
let's just do that monster now. Let's just skip to him.
No. You know what? Here. I'm gonna put Geratotus into C for now. But then when I get to that monster, then you'll understand, and then we'll do it because I don't want to skip over Lucent. Lucent's a
Doesn't
funny.
deserve. Lucent doesn't deserve to be talked about at the same breath as Geratotus.
but in his defense, Lucent is god tiers, leaps and bounds above Geratotus. And also, can we like pay mind to how much damage Lucent Nargacuga's mounted Punisher does?
And
It does damage.
all right. I want to put a sub caveat to Lucent that it's like you'll never Wyvern ride this man. Literally never. That is the downside of him.
But he has one. But doesn't he have like that one mission where you can Wyvern ride him?
Yeah, he has that one mission, but like the Raytheon's almost dead anyway. So like I've literally consistently killed Raytheon before I even mounted punishing him. So I don't even count.
But
That's my problem.
we can at least put him on S tier.
He's S tier just by default, honestly. I would say he's above Flaming, but below Astalos.
All right, that's a good position.
I would say he might be above Astalos, but like he is like a shiny Pokemon. You're never gonna Wyvern ride him realistically.
He is below Astalos because realistically, like, okay, so the reason why Lucent is above Flaming, is above Goldian, and above Chaotic is because like these Wyvern rides do ludicrous amount of damage, but these are very specific towards certain like quests. Like probably only there's one quest that you will ever Wyvern ride these guys. Besides Goldian, since she can spawn in the
Well, I'm giving
Overworld.
Chaotic gets a break because he just came out, so I'm not gonna count him yet.
Yeah.
Flaming and Gold Raytheon you can actually find in the jungle and in the Citadel with Gold and just the Citadel with Flaming. So you can see them more often than like you would normally.
So
Lucent
would you
literally
say
by default?
So would you say
Wyvern ride him.
Lucent by default is underneath Goldian or Flaming, or do you say Lucent does so much damage that the one time you can actually Wyvern ride Lucent is just above like these 30?
I mean, I feel like no, for me, since here's the thing: you never Wyvern ride Lucent, so technically he should be F, if I'm being honest, because you never use him in an actual hunt. They're like you never do an anomaly in actual hunt. And there's only like one quest you do it in. And even in that quest, he doesn't do anything because the monster's already dead. So technically, he is F.
I'm going to put Lucent to above Gore, but because he barely gets Wyvern ridden, he's below Goldian and Flaming.
Yeah. I can say, because like, putting him in F is kind of disrespectful because he does do like really good damage.
You can't, but also like, F is for monsters that you can't Wyvern ride. Technically, you can Wyvern ride Lucent.
You can't Wyvern ride him, but like he legitimately does not have a quest where you do Wyvern ride him. That's the thing.
Yeah, like,
so technically he can't use him.
Yeah, he falls underneath like with the Chaotic Gore issue where it's just like the sample size is too small, but we know that he does so much damage that he's easily above A.
Yeah, but like Chaotic Gore gets the pass because he's like the newest release. Well, Lucent's been here for 2 updates.
Yeah, but you have to say his mounted Lucent's mounted Punisher.
I know it's insane.
It slaps. Okay, on to my boy.
All right, Lucent.
You mean
Lunagaron?
Lunagaron. I say A.
Same difference.
I say A.
If you're gonna put him A, he's the new gatekeeper.
No. There are reasons, and let me get into my reasonings for A. When Homie is in his iced form, like his werewolf form, right? He gets a damage buff. So that by then automatically puts him in A. But when I compare him to everyone else in A, Lucent, or not Lucent, God, now you have me saying Lucent, Lunagaron, Luna, has a mechanic to where if you weave in a light attack with a heavy attack, his heavy attack does dummy damage.
Yeah.
Luna is also really fast. Luna also can ice blight monsters, so he has that utility. But disregarding all of that, the reason why I would say Lunagaron is honestly arguably closer to the top of A, is his Punisher, mounted Punisher. One of the best mounted Punishers in the game. And I know we're not considering the Ruby into it, but I'm just going to tell you guys, if you have the Ruby with the mounted Punisher in this game, like, bruh. But just speaking on the mounted Punisher alone, like, just base mounted Punisher, it still does a lot. It stuns, but I will say you do need a little bit of finesse with it because you need to be right up close just to hit all of the swings. But it does just a ludicrous amount of damage.
All right. Luna Garon, I would shake above Gore, but below. No, I would say like below Garen Golem.
No, nah. He's definitely not below Garen Golem. You have to get way more correct. No, like, okay.
It's because Luna Garon at his Punisher, you have to like hug the monster. And sometimes you can't always do that. You always miss like 1 or 2 swipes.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. But I would also argue with Garen Golem, like, to get him in his like goated state is way harder than Luna's. And also, you at least have readily available like Ice Blight as opposed to Garen Golem.
Yeah, but
Blight.
The second worst.
And also, the reason why I would put Luna over Garen Golem is definitely because of Luna's inbuilt mechanics to where you can dash through with his dash off the light and then do that back heavy jump attack that just does like 1,000. If you do, like, it does a lot. So like that's my reasoning why he's above Garen Golem is because of his combos. But I will say like his. You can miss and quite easily miss his mounted Punisher. Like you might miss like 1 or 2 swipes. So I can't really put him above Chameleos or Basil, but I would personally put him above / even to Garen Golem.
I would say even.
Yeah. They're ebb and flow. This is basically the flaming Espinas Goldian issue.
So yeah. Oh, fun.
Magma Almudron.
Magma? Okay. Magma is definitely not like his fucking younger brother. Older brother, technically. He is way better. Like, significantly better.
He is significantly better. Like, at baseline, he's hovering around B.
I think he is A tier, because his Punisher is insane. He does a lot of damage with his Punisher.
So is he the new gatekeeper of A?
He's above Gore.
Above Gore?
Yeah, because he does more damage than Gore. He's faster, and his Punisher is just way better.
Okay. I can understand that. His Punisher, like that really big explosion at the end is... Man, it does damage.
Miss. It doesn't miss.
It does not miss. It is really huge, and it does a lot of damage, and he fire blights.
Yeah, he's just there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's A. Oh, boy.
Oh. He has not changed. He is just S.
A Magna Malo has appeared.
All right. Magna Malo legitimately is above Flaming, but below Astalos.
Above Flaming, below Astalos.
He just, like, dude.
Wizard Beam spam, dude.
It's not even Wizard Beam. I've learned the new tech. So you just do the normal heavy where he, like, spears, but he throws out the dust, which does even more damage than the beam. If you
yeah, he does!
Like, no, he's insane. Like, if he and he always buffs his tail in every single time you start Magna Malo. So you always have the tail buff when you Wyvern ride him.
So you literally can like start the attack chain off, throwing out the dust, and then start wizard beaming, and then the dust will blow up on top of the wizard beam.
Just do heavy spam because the dust comes from the heavy. You just heavy spam. And like it just does so much damage. It's not.
Does it even come from the wizard beam too? Since that's also heavy.
The beam does like good, like does like almost 1,000, but the heavy just does more because if you hit the dust, it does more than the beam. And also you can like do basil strat where like you build up dust.
Oh yeah, I feel like you would probably do the basil strat in the beginning, and then you'd probably end it off with one wizard beam.
Yeah.
When you can't, set up the last dust.
Oh yeah, also his Punisher is like one of the best.
God, that Punisher, he wrecks monsters with that Punisher.
Like the Punisher also has the dust mechanic where he like puts dust everywhere, so it's kind of random. But even if he doesn't hit anybody with the dust, it still does like insane damage. It's just bonus damage if he hits dust.
Yeah, and keep in mind, Magnamalo does not blight. Like this dude is like up this high just off of raw damage.
And also he's insanely fast.
Oh yeah, that too.
It has good combos, but you just A spam on.
And his hitbox is large. Huge.
You don't miss.
You don't miss. All right. Malzeno. This is an interesting one.
I'm sad with Malzeno. Because he is not S tier. He's just like top A.
He has the same mechanic as Luna Garon. Where
no, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. Where like when he's in his end rage, and if you weave a light with a heavy, he does more.
Yeah, but like, here's the thing: he does about the same damage as Basil and Chameleos, right?
Mm-hmm.
When he's like unraged, but you have to get him in like the blood form for him to do like super duper like Magnamalo tier damage. But he's like with Gold Wraithing, where it just takes so long to get him into blood form. Because like you have to get hit by a blood form attack, and you gotta wait.
And another thing about it is that his mounted Punisher is kind of
His mounted Punisher is really good if he's in blood mode. That's the thing.
Yeah, if he's in blood mode. Like a lot of Malzeno's power comes from him being in blood mode, because a normal Malzeno isn't that impressive. And also blood mode unlocks Malzeno's teleportation.
Yeah, which is really fun. So I think he's top A, respectful top A.
I like off of damage alone, I would say he's more than Luna, but like he's lower than Basil and Chameleos because of like Basil and Chameleos' utility, and Malzeno doesn't have any utility.
No. I just feel like the blood form, if you go for it, is worth it though. That's the thing. He's like the gatekeeper. Because like. His mode of being enraged is so much more powerful than base. It's kind of worth it, but like.
So would you say Malzeno is better than it would be at the top of A because of it?
Yeah, I'm saying the top of A. Like okay. He's the top of A.
So blood form pushes him to like the absolute limits. Like obviously blood form is way too hard to get like comparatively to chaotic gore. Like
if he had blood form 24/7, he's like Magnamalo flaming, but like it's just like
all right, you
need to get him into it, which takes a while.
Okay,
so he's just A tier.
You know, I respect that. Oh boy, the next one on the list.
Mizu is a cheater. He cheats. He looks at fucking. He looks at the crab's test notes. And steals his water blight, even though
no. You can't say that because he was here before the crab.
Yeah, but the crab was invented before Mizu. His existence predated Mizu.
He just came to school a little bit late.
Yeah, like Mizu is just S because of vibes.
It's
crazy.
I mean, dude. I would say Mizu is like right below Kushala, but there's like an argument between Mizu and Astalos. But
I feel like Mizu, funny enough, Mizu Astalos are like rivals. Like they're like about the same.
Yeah, that's the irony of it. I would say Mizu is better than Astalos only because
Water Blight is just like that cheating.
Not just that. It's not that Mizu just has Water Blight. Mizu has speed. And I mean,
he's really fast.
Ludicrous speed. Like faster than
fastest. He is the second fastest Wyvern ride in combat, not out of combat.
Yeah. In combat, but even out of combat, he's pretty fast.
He's still fast. Still fast, yeah.
So like, let's not downplay that. But in combat, this man is throwing like Street Fighter combos. Like he's doing triple bubble. He's flipping. He's literally sliding around and doing. If you do is it back light or back heavy that does the double beam?
The back light, but you don't even do a double beam. You only do the one beam, so you can water blight towards the end of the mounted Punisher.
Yeah, and that beam for a backlight does a lot.
Yeah, it does a lot. It
And
does good damage for
and
being alive.
Mizutsune's combos does a lot. And his mounted Punisher also does a lot.
Yeah, and if you hit the bubbles, does even more damage. But it's more consistent than Magnamala's like fart clouds because they're like bigger.
Now, I personally have Mizutsune over Astalos due to Mizutsune's combo potential and Water Blight. But if you want to make the argument that Astalos is above Mizutsune because Thunder Blight is still a really solid, like not even solid, just a really above, like good, like the second best Blight. And Astalos does do a lot of burst damage. And you can get Astalos into his powered up form easier than what you can Mizutsune's.
It's the easiest buffing monster in the game. Like you just put one shock trap and he's set.
Like I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like I mean,
yeah, they're like Lunagare and Gargolem. They're like even.
Yeah,
they're the same place.
Yeah, like they're one of those ebb and flows. Like you can make a case for both, but they're basically there. Oh, my boy Nargacuga.
Honestly, he's not that good.
He's really not that great. I mean, like
he really honestly.
I mean, I'm going to say he's definitely somewhere in B because his back tail does a lot of damage. But
I could shake on of Diablos.
He's like right, like he's right here. Like
yeah, I can shake on this.
And it's that his back heavy does a lot of damage, and Nargacuga is very fast. Well,
but his back heavy is just so wonky. Like you miss a lot with back heavy more than you would think. It's a very weird hitbox.
It's because Nargacuga jumps back while he's attacking. And
so he's technically like not moving. Like, he's technically not extending his hitbox. He's just like moving his hitbox to his hurtbox. It's weird.
Yeah, it is very, very weird. But with that being
hugging the monster.
Yeah, with that being said, that tail does hurt, and his light attacks are really fast, so you could combo it. Like you could try to use your light attacks to knock down the monster so it lines up your back heavy. But Nargacuga against a faster monster, like you're not gonna throw off a raw back heavy. And the fact that if you miss that back heavy, like dude, the end lag is so devastating.
Yeah, if you don't have a wire bug, it's bad, but you should have wire bugs. So
yeah, like it's just really bad. Like he does more damage than C tier.
Yeah, that's why he's B. Like he just does more damage.
And he's B. Like yeah, he's just
respectful B tier.
He's a respectful B tier, but he's towards the lower end of the B tier. Puke.
I feel he's just like honestly, he's the best poison C tier monster.
So are we putting him above Jura?
No, he's below Jura.
Okay, below Jura. For now,
Water Blight cheats that much.
well. Keep in mind, Jura has an asterisk because I'm about to get to like my next point with Juratoda. I'm about to get to a really good point with Juratodas. But we'll make that
when the time comes.
Yeah. Pyre Rachna Kadaki.
Pyre. Honestly, Pyre goes with like. The thing is, honestly, she goes with like Barioth.
She's so
slow. About the same place. Yeah, but she actually does damage.
She does do damage. She does Fire Blight. I say Fire Blight is better than Ice Blight. So
I would say there, yeah.
I would say like right here,
yeah,
mainly
good.
because of the damage in the better Blight. But yeah, like you can make a case argument between both of these two monsters. Oh, big monkey.
Now, all right. So you want to talk? So I want to talk about that tangent I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, buffed up monkey is just base Furious Rajang. Literally, and gameplay wise, it's funny.
Yeah,
like the amount of damage Furious Rajang does in base form is the same damage as an enraged Rajang, and it's actually funny how close they are in damage in that aspect.
No, but you also have to think about it. Rajang keep in mind, base Rajang has two power-up forms. Now, the anchor arm for, like, when he buffs up his arms in red, that is very hard to get. But when you get it, his power shoots through the roof.
I would say Kushala is better though.
I would say Kushala is better, but like Rajang is definitely like right here behind Kushala.
Yeah.
And the only reason why is because you getting that like second form is very rare and hard.
And even getting the enraged is like not worth it personally. But like he's still just like it's just beam spam is too good.
Beam spam into backlight is just too good.
Honestly, okay. Here's my argument with this. Rajang, I kind of want to put I kind of want to put below Magnemar though.
Nah.
And you want to know my thing? His mounted Punisher is ungodly bad for no reason. Like, it's like really bad. I'm honestly like,
I feel like that's kind of a downplay because his mounted Punisher is just another beam, but does less damage, and then he jumps in the air and does more.
It does more than like it does less than half his normal beam damage. It's really even with a Ruby Wire Bug, it doesn't even come close.
Yeah, but my issue is I'm not gonna put him lower than Magna because he can also Thunderblight, and Thunderblight is really strong, and his beams alone, make up for his poor mounted Punisher.
Then doesn't that mean he should be below Astalos? Because Astalos has about the same damage, but his Punisher is just insanely way better than his.
That's like, I mean, yes, yeah, okay, that's fair.
Because like, okay, let's see here. Being an Astalos, he does less damage on his like normal Wyvern, right? But his Punisher is just like one of the best in the game, and it just completely shits on any monster it like punishes on. Well, Rajang literally like tickles a monster when he mounted punishes. It's so bad.
That's fair. Okay, I'll put him right below Astalos, but I'm not putting him below Magnamalo.
Thunderblade, yeah.
But I will say, let this be a caveat. On average, Rajang is here. When he is in that anchor arm form, he's like probably past Kushala.
Oh, no, he's still below Kushala.
All right, fine. He's past Mizu.
Because Kushala still has the damage, which is on par when they're both enraged, like both enraged buffed up, and his Punisher is just way better.
Okay, fair. All right, Ragna Kadaki.
Oh, this one is like C tier.
So dang slow.
Just ungodly slow.
But where in C tier though?
Honestly, just put her like honestly,
I would say she's right here, like below Agnesom, because not only
she's one of the only wild rides I've legitimately lost. Because she is so slow. Literally, her light and heavies are insanely slow.
No. She's D tier, honestly. I'm thinking about it right now. She's slower than Anjanath. Like, I can't even disrespect Legambi like that because at least Legambi isn't that slow. Like, the only thing that's going for her is Fire Blight. No, not even that. Comparatively to everyone, she doesn't do that much damage as you would think. And her mounted Punisher also sucks.
Yeah, it's bad.
And the fact that, like, her only saving grace is Fire Blight, but honestly, compared to Legambi's Ice Blight utility, it's not that great because even trying to get to that Fire Blight attack is, like, the slowest attack in the game.
No, it's really slow.
Like, she takes 10 years to charge up that fire attack, dude.
10 years to do any attack, really. Even her light attacks are slow.
Like she definitely is best of D tier.
Honestly, I want to put Anjanath above her.
Okay.
Because Anjanath is actually faster than than normal Rachna. with
This is
like every single attack.
this is now a case of damage over
No, this is that
blight.
Anjanath is slow, but like he is actually faster than Rachna. It's really weird.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll put her here mainly because her fire blight sets her apart from like these four bozos right here. But since Anjanath is like faster than Rachna, and also Anjanath does
more damage.
Yeah, it does more
also.
damage. Like I'd have to still put Anjanath as the king of D, but I like Lagombi at least is fast to interrupt and also has that ice blight utility. Even though Lagombi does less damage than Anjanath, Lagombi's speed and utility makes up for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, ha.
Now we got
Flagship.
Rathalos, the flagship of flagships.
He's
the
definitely
main
A.
man himself. He is like above Armudron, but below flaming. Not flaming, before normal S-Mass.
Yeah, I respect it.
Like Rathalos. A fun fact about Rathalos: ground Rathalos is the best Rathalos. He does the most damage in the ground, which is really weird but really funny at the same time.
Ground Rathalos, dude. Ground Rathalos is
It's
and
really
he also
funny
poisons. He also poisons.
Yeah, he poisons. He fire blights. He does that double up damage. Like he's definitely like
My own.
His Punisher is really good.
His Punisher is good. My own critique with Rathalos is that sometimes when you're charging up the beam, the monster can like, depending on who's he targeting, and if the monster can jump out the way. Because that beam does come out pretty slowly, but
It does. But
it does a lot of damage.
That's why I say ground Rathalos is the best because it's faster and does like the same damage.
Yeah, but you know, Rathalos is definitely here. He got a big boy. He got to glow up. He's up here 100%. With the he's up here with the greats. Rathian, I would say B.
I don't even want to say B. Like, I don't like she's like Basarios.
Like, no, she's definitely better than Basarios.
No, I'm saying like better than Basarios, but not better than like Bob and like Aura.
Really not better than Bob? Even her back tail swings that do quite a bit of damage and poison?
Honestly, I want to put Bob higher up in the tier list looking at everything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Bob does a lot. Honestly, put Bob like next to Pyre or like above Pyre.
Above Pyre. Okay, so why?
Yeah.
Pyre does a lot of damage. So why is Bob above Pyre?
And Bob does more damage than Pyre. It's weird. Pyre's still slow.
Oh,
right?
Okay. Off of speed alone. Okay, we're gonna put Bob.
Also, his Punisher is way better than Pyre. Punisher still sucks, but she does a good damage, and Push 10 still does. And Bob actually does a lot of damage than you would think on his Punisher, even though it's like kind of takes some skill. Well, not skill, you just have to be next to them. But like when you do hit it, it does a lot.
I feel like this is a good spot for Raytheon because you can depower her attack if you do cut off her tail. It has.
Yeah, I can shake on this. Like,
it has the same issues as Diablos, but with that being said, it is also very rare. Like the only time you'll ever cut her tail off is if she is one of the main like monsters you have to hunt, and not only that, like she does poison in fire blight, like so she has at least.
And also she doesn't lose damage, and she's still poisoned even if her tail's cut. It's just she has less range with it.
Yeah, she has less range. Yeah, like she doesn't lose damage. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. She doesn't lose damage. She just loses range.
Damage or the still poisons. Like it's weird.
Wait. She doesn't lose damage, right?
No, she doesn't lose damage or the poison. All she loses is the range.
Yeah, which is really dumb how she doesn't lose the poison, but you know, whatever.
No, she should. That's how she should lose it, but that's just how it is.
Yeah, she's about this spot because her mounted Punisher is not that great.
It's okay. It's like it's literally the epitome of C tier Punisher, but like B tier moveset.
Yeah. Okay, we got Risen Chameleos.
I mean, I feel like Risen Chameleos, you would legit. Risen Chameleos, honestly, I can shake if we put them in F.
And
Because
what reasoning?
we're never gonna see them in a hunt that isn't a Risen hunt. Like, unless we have an event quest where it's like the 3 Risen, like Kushala, Teostra, and like Chameleos, we're never gonna see them in a different. We're not gonna see them in like an anomaly hunt. You know,
But
we're not gonna see them, so we're not gonna can't hunt them. We only see the one Punisher if we go into their hunts, hunt something else when we wyvern them. And also, I have not really wyvern ridden them, if I'm being honest.
All right.
Because like, there's no point to wyvern ride them.
Okay.
Because the only hunts we can hunt them in is their own hunts.
All right, for the benefit of the doubt, since we don't have a lot of information on these 3, like obviously they do a lot of damage, but since we can't really
just upgraded versions of their normal forms.
Yeah.
Like, they just do more damage. And they're faster.
But wait, what about Chaotic though? Is it...
No, but Chaotic will be in quests. That's the thing.
Okay.
He will be in quests because he's a known monster. But these are Risen like monsters that will never be in a normal hunt.
All right.
Like, they're like, you know how monsters randomly spawn and like, you know, anomaly 7s, you can get like Valstrax and shit.
Yeah.
Anomaly 7, you'll never get a Risen Teostra. That's just how it is.
All right. We'll put him in F.
And also, you know how we put Lucent below Flamey and Gold because we never see him?
Yeah.
It's even worse for Risen because we legitimately never see them except in like an event quest. That's literally it.
Hey, Lucent used to be in this tier.
Yeah, but these are a special case.
Yeah, I know. Remember, Lucent used to be an F, but now my boy is sitting comfortably in S. Now, coming to what the discussion I needed to have is that Royal Ludroth is definitely King of Sea. Why Royal Ludroth is King of Sea? Water Blight. Why Royal Ludroth is not higher on this list is definitely because of damage. But now thinking about this, do we move Royal Ludroth into low B? Because I feel like he has.
No, he's low B. He's low B.
All right, yeah, okay. I guess Juratotus could stay at C for now. But yeah, Juratotus is low B because like I'm looking at it now, and I cannot give Baggy over Royal Ludroth like that. That's weird.
Yeah, I can't. I only put Baggy there because like Sleep is just really strong.
Yeah, like Sleep strong, Water Blight strong. These 2 literally have like D tier damage, like C D tier damage. And even D tier isn't even that bad per se.
It's just I wouldn't go out of my way to get these monsters.
Yeah, it's just that like Anjanath's glaring problem is he's too slow. Like he does a lot of damage. He has the damage, but he doesn't have utility and he's too slow, both in travel speed and attack speed.
Yeah. I don't know why his Punisher isn't the Fire Breath when he has like the.
I know, that's what I've been saying. And also Anjanath's Punisher is so awful.
Like it's not terrible, but it's like,
dude, the Yoshi, come on, the Yoshi stomp is so bad, dude.
Yeah, but he has the triple bites. It does and that does good damage. It's just mostly why wasn't it like the Flame Breath?
Yeah. Like D tier, like this is the combination of being slow, no utility, and having a bad Punisher.
Yeah.
And being annoying in El Mudron's case.
Oh god.
But here's the next one on the list. Scorned Magnamalo.
He is buddy with the furious Rajang up there.
Like
I don't know what you want. He literally has the most range of a Wyvern ride in the game. Like back heavy literally reaches across the map.
Dude, his freaking blade, waves do so much damage.
It does so much damage. His Punisher is literally the best in the game. It's literally a cutscene. Like, he literally like does like 3 attacks, and then he does like double wizard beam into the gigantic sweeping wizard beam. Like, what do you want?
You know, the more I see this, these are the top 2 Wyvern rides, and they are like 2 sides of the same coin. Very stacked, very angry, very powerful, very fast. Has a lot of combo potential, but one blights and the other one just has insane, like has more damage.
Yeah, because I think Scorn actually does more damage, like overall.
Yeah, Scorn does more damage overall when you factor in the clouds.
I don't think he does the clouds though.
No, I thought he does. I thought one of his.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't, because like they always explode.
No. But we're not paying attention to one thing that sends Scorn over the edge is when he has the red cloud on him. And yes, this is very rare to get, but when he has the red cloud on him, it's ludicrous damage.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of want to try that out, like being a magma hunt and like get him into furious mode.
To red cloud mode, to where doesn't it change his back heavy to the that sweeping beam?
No, the sweeping beam is always in the Punisher.
Oh, always in the Punisher. Okay, but
yeah, he always does the double wizard beam into the sweep.
God, it's it is funny because like Scorn Magnamalo definitely has a better Punisher than Furious, but Furious
by a landslide.
But Furious has that Thunder Blight.
Yeah, and also his Punisher is like still really good. Yeah. Like Furious Watching Punisher is S tier, but Scorn is just SS tier Punisher.
And both of their like standard attack chains are just really good.
Extremely powerful, does a lot of damage, just insane in general.
Yeah, these are your 2 kings of the Wyvern ride meta.
Yeah. Whenever you see them on the map, go out your way and get them. It doesn't matter if you're speedrunning or not.
Like, these guys do so much damage. Seething Basil, though.
Seething Basil is so fucking weird because I feel like he's worse than normal Basil.
Oh, wow. Okay, so why do you feel that way?
All right. This is why I feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
He is even slower than Basil and doesn't drop like as many, and the bombs are not as good as normal Basil because I don't even think he drops them.
Yes. But on a flip side, he does do more damage with his usual attacks than Basil.
He does, but the bombs make up for, because like Basil does less damage, but the bombs make up for the damage. Like the bombs like keep him at the same range.
Yeah, of course.
And also, Seething Basil is like slow. Like you don't understand. He is slow. His damage output puts him in A, but he's like below Basil, which is sad.
But okay, so he's an A, but he's below Basil. But how far below Basil is he?
I think he's like one. He's like right below Basil.
Okay, he's right below Basil. All right.
Yeah, it's just like the bombs. He doesn't like his Punisher. His Punisher is stronger than Basil, but like they're like the same Punisher basically. Where like they do the air sweep.
You want to know what's a funny thing about this whole scenario is that I think this is the only time that the
normal,
quote unquote weaker variant is higher above.
Yeah, it's because I just think the bombs just do more damage consistently than Basil does, and also it's just a lot. Seething's just a lot slower for some reason.
But that's not to disrespect the Seething fight. It is definitely harder than the World one.
Yeah. Oh, okay. If we're talking about fun factor, he is the most fun Wyvern ride.
Dude, Steve is fun.
Like he is the most fun Wyvern ride in the game. It's not even close.
Bro, like you actually just start like mauling people.
No, dude, you are literally fighting in a jet plane. Like you're literally a fighter jet plane. You're in the air, literally like moving around the map when you are fighting with him. Like if you ever like get knocked off out of Steve, that's your fault. That's not his fault.
Like, dude, Steve's combos are actually quite insane.
They're insane, and literally they like teleport you across the map. You know how we talk about how Mazino teleports? No, he teleports. He's just that fast.
Dude, which Steve is in such an awkward position because he's an elementalist monster, so he doesn't have any utility, but he's so blinding fast that you do a lot of damage in very short succession, and he has a lot of combos.
Honestly,
is he above Crab in B, or is
biased? I'm being biased as fuck, but I don't care. He's above Gore.
Above Gore. Whoa.
Honestly, if we put, because I'm like, Gore is like way worse than Steve.
No, but Gore is there because of puddles.
I know support, but I'm just being real. He does like more damage.
But
I can shake with him being below Gore and like, above.
Wait, does Steve get a buff if Steve's in his assault mode?
Yeah, no, like every other monster. If they're enraged, he just does more damage.
All right. So that alone, Steve is A. But
yeah, he's gonna be A.
I don't really feel like Steve out damages Gore or Balstrax though.
No, he out damages Gore, but Gore's only there because support.
So should we just move?
Like Gore would have been B tier if you didn't bring up Frenzy.
Okay, Gore there. We're gonna fix this. There, does that look better?
I can shake on that.
Okay, that looks better because I'm all like, you're disrespecting Gore so much that I'm like questioning why do we even have Balstrax as the bar if Gore's the bar now?
Yeah, no, I don't think Gore's that good. Like the only reason why he's in A is because you said Frenzy. I'm like, fair.
Yeah, because you can't hate Frenzy.
Yeah, no, Frenzy is fine. Like buffing your team, that's good.
But hey, can we take a minute to just say welcome to A tier, my boy? The four. Look at the Gen 4. Look at the Gen 4 duo.
If this was just my bias tier list, you'd have been SS tier. Because he's just that fun of a Wyvern
fun
ride.
Factor.
Dude, he's just like he's the most fun Wyvern ride I've had. Like literally the first time I like Wyvern ride, I'm like, dude, this thing is so fucking fun.
I'm not gonna lie, Steve is like one of my favorite Wyvern rides. He's definitely like up there in top 3. But like top 3 is definitely like Zenogre, Lunagera, and then there's Steve.
Yeah, Steve is definitely top 2. Honestly,
actually no. Mizutsune at 3, and then Steve is top 4 at honorable mention, and then it's Rajang.
No, I think Steve is my favorite. He's just so blindingly fun and fast.
Yeah. Oh, Shaggy. Another one of the Gen 4 gang, part of the Gen 4 gang. I feel like Shaggy alone on damage is probably S, but he's like the bar of S.
Yeah, he's the bar of S.
Like, because I'm definitely not going to put Shaggy above Chaotic.
Yeah, I won't.
But like, comparing Shaggy to like everyone in A, I feel like Enraged Shaggy's back heavy. Like completely like melts everyone in A.
No, it does. It's really.
So he's at base S, but he's not as good as everyone else in S. Speaking of which, we got Shogun. Got Shogun Cianatar. Speaking of S, since he has S in his name, Shogun. He can Water Blight, right?
Right. Shogun, if he could consistently Water Blight, would have been the gatekeeper.
Honestly, I mean, like, but wait. I feel like let's not count him out. Let's not count him out because he could do some things better than Daimyo. And I would like to say Shogun, like, dude, Shogun's back heavy, closes the distance, and does some pretty good damage. I would say that is arguably.
You're talking about his normal heavy, right? Where like sharpens the claws and just slams on the floor.
Yeah.
That's his normal heavy.
Oh, normal heavy? Okay. Oh, wait. We're also forgetting something. Shogun Cianatar with Gravio Skull.
That's what I'm talking about. If he had that, he would have been like probably A tier. But it's not consistent. It's like a 1 in 3 chance of him having the Gravio skull.
I feel like like he's not consistent enough to get into A tier,
That's what I'm saying.
but
Usually
he
he's
is
B tier.
definitely like king of B tier.
No, I think I
No.
think he is below the other crab. The water blight is just consistent. Water blight is just better.
Consistent water blight, but like
Yeah.
damn, he does a lot of damage though.
Like the thing is, he would have been like if he didn't have water blight at all, he would have been like blood orange Bridgerton or like around there, right? But since he has water blight potentially, he's above Kezu.
The crabs are taking over B tier.
Yeah, the meta.
Also his mounted Punisher is actually really good.
No, he's good. Yeah, mounted Punisher.
Yeah. I'm only going to put him here based off of the consistency of the water blight, but he does have like he's right here with Daimyo. There's a case point you can make. They share the king spot, but Daimyo edges him over a little bit.
Now Silverlos.
Silverlos, definitely S. I feel like he's around in this area.
I feel like
he's better than Goldian.
He's better than Flaming.
He's better than Flaming.
For me, I'm just like, he does more damage than Magnum.
Wait, he does? Okay.
I feel like he does. And also he poisons some fire blights. I can shake on him. Honestly, I can see him being above Rajang.
I can too, but it's like, okay, so Goldian is in this spot because Goldian does a lot of damage, but I feel like Rathalos's move pool is better than Goldian, and plus Goldian's mounted Punisher isn't better than Silverlos's. But I would also say that you can, obviously weaken the range of Goldian, but you can't weaken Silverlos.
Yeah. I feel like with gold is even less like matters because cutting off the Goldenian's tail is like really hard.
Yeah, and that is, and it will be really, really hard to do that.
So I don't even think that's a drawback. I wouldn't count that.
But I'm saying with using that as a hypothetical, if you were running like Part Breaker 3 with like your friends and running in like bladed weapons and you guys really focused on that.
The thing is, I don't even think with every single buddy Part Breaker 3, like you had to go out of your way not to do mounted attacks for you to cut the tail before you can Wyvern ride Raytheon once.
That's fair. But I still think Silverlos has a better move pool.
Oh no, he does. He does. No, he does.
He's basically just cracked out
Rathalos, which is like coming up, which is like all midway A tier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put him above Rajang. Just do it.
Okay.
We ain't no pussies out here.
Actually, no. Like if I'm putting Silverlos like this high, he's honestly like around this. Like,
honestly, yeah, shake. Honestly, I was thinking that too.
Yeah, like, because if I'm putting him above Rajang, then he's definitely above Astalos. Because Astalos and Rajang are a 2-for-1 deal. And then the other 2-for-1 deal is Mizutsune and Astalos. So it's like, these three come in a bundle. Honestly, these four kind of come in a bundle. Like Mizutsune, Astalos, Rajang, and Magnamalo. Because they're so close in power that...
Huh? Honestly, Silverlos might be S because you can't buff him up. More so than Kushala.
So he's like top of S?
He's the top of S, yeah.
Okay, but then we would have to like... Because he has the same issues with Goldian, that it takes him a long time to reach Hellfire mode. So are we going to fix Goldian's position? Or...
No, because Rathalos himself would have been above everybody else without Hellfire mode. Hellfire mode pushes him up there.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
If he didn't even have Hellfire mode, he would be above everybody. like above Mizu, above Magnamalo. Hellfire mode, he went even further beyond.
Okay. I'll give it to him. Because he does do a lot of damage. Does more than Goldian. Somnicanth.
Now,
I feel like he's
Somnicanth is weird because she also sleeps, but
on the
Somnicanth
mounted
attacks
Punisher.
right after she sleeps a monster, so it's not useful at all.
Yeah.
So honestly, she is like above Puke.
She's fast, has good combos.
Good damage, still sleeps. So if you do it, like if you're multi-hunt and I have a partner set up right and sleeps the monster and then Somnicanth slams, it's good.
But that takes a lot of coordinating and paying
super
attention.
niche and coordination. So yeah, it's definitely just C tier.
Like these are the niche options.
Yeah.
Very niche options. Yeah, I agree. Somnicanth is definitely C. Worse than Aurora, but at least Somnicanth is like Izuchi if Izuchi could sleep.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Or Water Blight.
If Izuchi could Water Blight, Izuchi would be like
B.
Bro, Izuchi, yeah, definitely would be B. It would actually be like middle of B, actually.
Yeah, next to like Barryoth and Barryoth.
Teostra. I feel
he's like above Chameleos and below Malzeno.
Below Malzeno?
Yeah.
No, honestly, I don't even like. I kind of don't accept that because I feel like Teostra alone on his Fire Blight puts him around this.
Does it?
Because think about it.
I mean, you can build it up like you can build up dust clouds like Basil.
Well, so Teostra has like 3 modes to him. He has his base mode, he has his blast mode, and then he has his fire mode.
Mm-hmm.
Each of them does different things. Fire mode just increases his base mode's fire attack damage, and blast mode basically makes it to where his fire attacks are now blast damage, or like just blast. They still do fire damage.
Just do more damage.
Yeah. And my thing is that Teostra is a little bit kind of slow for being an Elder Dragon.
Yeah, he is kind of slow. That's why I wanted to put lower Malzeno, personally.
But the issue is that his charge up mode is going to be way more consistent than Malzeno's, and also I feel as if Teostra does more consistent damage than Malzeno and also has a better mounted Punisher because he just blows up on top of them. So
yeah.
like he definitely has a better mounted Punisher, but then I think the real comparison would be Shigeru in Teostra.
Yeah, Shigeru's just better, straight up.
And Shigeru's just better because his back heavy does like more damage than Teostra's.
And also he's fast in Teostra.
Yeah. And in Teostra, some of his moves do take like quite a bit of wind up, but I would say Teostra is the king of A.
Mm-hmm. Rightfully so.
Rightfully so. Because he's Simba, dude. He's the king. Tetranodon. Oh, this is an interesting one.
I think this is a basement for me personally.
Actually, wait a minute. Dog. Tetranodon is actually the king of B.
I know.
No.
I don't think so.
No, hear me out, bro. Hear me out. The reason why Tetranodon is the king of B, Tetranodon can water blight off a backlight.
Yeah.
Okay. Tetranodon's abilities actually come out pretty fast and does really consistent damage. Like, he's faster than Daimyo Hermitar. And even then, Tetranodon's mounted Punisher does really good damage. It does actually better damage than most of the people on this B tier. So I have to.
No, he does less actually. Like he only does like a side wave and then does the water beam. And Daimyo Hermitar does more damage with the Punisher.
Well, I never said he did more damage than Daimyo Hermitar. I meant he did more damage than most of these people in B tier.
Data. So I was gonna put him above above Kazu.
No, but here's the thing though. Here's the thing. We can't put him below Kezu because he can water blight.
I said above.
Oh, above Kezu. But then he would also have to be above Shogun. So because he can consistently water blight. So it really comes down to like I honestly feel like Tetranodon's better than Daimyo because Tetranodon is faster than Daimyo and also has a better moveset than Daimyo. Like Daimyo has the better mounted Punisher, but like Tetranodon has the better like overall, if that makes sense.
I just don't think he does as much damage as you're saying. Daimyo does more damage. Like even with like him being slightly slower.
Okay, then how does Daimyo do more damage?
Like I don't like you're saying like yeah he does damage, but he just does like damage just does more damage just like in general. Like his heavies just do more damage and his slights do more damage. Maybe like the water beam does less damage than like the water shotgun. But like,
dude, wait a minute! I just forgot, dude. The water shotgun does so much. Like Tetranodon's water shotgun does so much damage, man.
Yeah, but that's if you hit every single one.
I mean,
and like
it
doesn't shoot, and it doesn't shoot out straight. It shoots like
in an arc. It shoots out in an arc and down, but like that's already water blight, but that's still a lot of damage that stacks up. And you also have to remember his gap closer. He also has a gap closer that he just jumps in the air and sits on them. That also does really good damage.
Yeah. Compared to every other jump closer, I've legitimately gotten hit out of the air from the jump closer from every other one. Like I've like with Daimyo, Barioth, like jump closers, I've never gotten hit out of them. While Tetranodon, I have gotten hit out of it multiple times.
You know what? It is a good point.
Because like it's fast, like going into the air, but going down, it's really slow. So you can get hit out of it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. But Tetranodon is right here in between.
No, I can shake here, but the crab is still a gatekeeper.
Oh well. This one's gonna be a very hard one. Tigrex is very hard to scale.
Okay, here's the thing with Tigrex. He's weird.
He is very weird.
Tigrex does good damage, good combos. He can water blight. He can do blights with the rocks.
Yeah, his backlight, depending on
the terrain.
And his backlight is actually a part of a combo chain.
Mm-hmm.
And the spin into roar is really, really strong.
Mm-hmm.
And his mounted Punisher is quite.
It's good.
It's good. It's honestly better than any of the mounted Punishers on B tier.
Honestly, even though he has a situational water blight, I think he does enough damage to be like A.
Nah, I don't think he has enough damage to be A, but I definitely feel like due to the situation, like if he didn't have situational water blight, he'd definitely be A. But I feel as if since let's compare. We got to compare from low A and top B.
Mm-hmm.
So we can agree that Tigrex out damages everyone in B.
Yeah.
Because he's Tigrex. And oh, wait a minute.
The thing is, Tigrex does more damage than Gore.
God damn.
Yeah, like Gore, I don't like.
And Tigrex has his bloodshot mode that boosts his damage. Yeah. Dang it. Okay, Tigrex, you're in with the big boys.
I just like Gore is just not good. Not a really good one. Right?
Well, Gore is based like, I mean, Gore. When we say Gore isn't good, we're talking about it in like a high tier sense.
Yeah, I just don't think he's that good
For the high tiers, but like he's bottom of high tier. All right,
his Punisher is just like awful.
Crab is still gatekeeping.
Mm-hmm.
Toby Kadachi. I actually do.
Toby's easy. Toby's.
I honestly think Toby's B, like top of B.
No, dude, he's like above Kezu easy.
No. Honestly, I think he's above Daimyo easy.
No, he's below. He's like okay. No, Daimyo and Toby are like Aslos and Mizu.
they really are now that I think about it.
Shake.
Wait. Okay. Before we like, well, I could shake on that because they are definitely the top two. Because I feel, me personally, Toby doesn't have the damage to push him into A, but he has Thunderblight and an immense speed. He has a better mounted Punisher than Daimyo.
No, he doesn't.
Or
it's pretty bad.
Or no. It's not that bad because he jumps up, he flies, and then he does the flip, and it does some pretty good, decent damage. Toby,
it's like it's Toby literally has the same Punisher as Rajang, where like it just does less damage than like his normal attacks.
But his back tail does a lot, and then his darts do a lot. Like,
yeah, like I can agree. That's what I'm saying. He's like below Daimyo. He's right, like Mizu and Astalos.
This is my last point. Does Toby have a charge up?
Does Toby? Well, of course, but Daimyo also has a charge up too when he's enraged.
Wait, what's his charge up when he's enraged?
Well, he doesn't have charge it up, but he can go enraged and he does more damage too, like Toby.
Yeah, but like Toby charging up like completely alters his attacks.
Yeah, but I feel like he does do more damage, but like I feel honestly, like it's in the same range as Gold Raytheon, where it takes a while. Like you need to actively make him go into the trees and charge up.
I mean, yeah, that's fair, but like honestly, if you're on a jungle map, that's really easy, though. I honestly, I would say Toby is the king of B only because he's the only B tier that that can go further beyond, but he can't do it consistently as A tier, if that makes sense. But no disrespect to the Crab, because the Crab can obviously water blight. But when I look at Toby got the speed, the combos, and the blight, and the damage. And Daimyo basically just has the mounted Punisher in the water blight, but the water blight and thunder blight are very like minuscule. Like obviously water blight is better than thunder blight, but if a thunder blight monster has like more pros,
significantly more damage though.
Yeah, but he does do more damage with his attacks though.
He does.
So I feel like that kind of offsets the water blight, but they're still both really good. So we found a new king. But with that being said, there is also an argument for the crown to be shared. I almost said Soul Seer Mizutsune, but Violet Mizutsune.
Honestly, Violet is like with Lucent. I just don't know.
Can we even use Violet?
I think there's just been literally just like this week there is a Lucent and Violet Mizu hunt where you can use Mizu. So I'll just put him next to like Lucent and like they're like the same.
Wait. No. But wait. Violet can Fire Blight.
Yeah, fair.
So that kind of puts him above Lucent.
Yeah, I don't imagine he does. His Punisher might be insane too. And shit.
also you gotta remember he's also a Mizutsune.
Yeah, but Mizutsune is here because Water Blight.
Yeah, Mizutsune is here because of Water Blight, which this is the second case and point where like a weaker monster is actually a better Wyvern ride. But like without that being said, like Violet Mizutsune still does a lot of damage in Fire Blights. And honestly, I don't really know where to put him on this list.
They said he just would be no Lucent.
Since
He might be better than Flaming and shit, but like we don't know.
Yeah, I mean, but you could still make the argument for Lucent might being better than Flaming, but since we have such a small sample size, we know that they're really strong. It's just we don't have a lot of like chances to Wyvern ride them. So
yeah,
but I would say out of those two, or like out of these three, like Chaotic, Lucent, and Violet, like Violet takes the cake over the other two. But you know, they're still in the S tier. Volvidon can paralyze. And Volvidon's tongue attack is pretty strong.
Honestly, I'll just put him below Geratotus. He does good damage, but he doesn't have utility. Like he does less damage than like Diablos. Poison paralyzing a monster is like not that good for a Wyvern ride. Because like you're like wasting the build up.
Yeah.
So like C.
Okay. And then last but definitely not least, my favorite monster in the whole series, my boy Zinogre. And I have a case in point that he's at least bottom S. And the reason why he is bottom S is because one, you can do the same thing with Astalos as you can do with Zinogre. And honestly, you can even make the case in point that Astalos and Zinogre are actually probably fairly close.
No, because Astalos needs one shock trap, while Zinogre needs one shock trap plus more time.
Yeah, and I can agree with that. But then you also have to look at like what they do afterwards. And Zinogre, like, okay, so Astalos has burst damage, right? With that back heavy. Does insane damage, right? Zinogre got the combos. Like I mean, Zinogre got the big boy combos. He has the back heavy into Thunder Call. He has Paw Slam. He has hip check. Like, so you weave in your lights. And then at the end of that, he can what's his it goes, if I remember the combo correctly, it goes back heavy to Thunderblight, forward light, I think another forward light into forward heavy for hip check. And doesn't he also have a move? Doesn't he also get a move where he does his flip back attack?
No, he has the tail slam with backlight.
Yeah.
He has backlight, tail slam, paw swipe, light. He has hip check into head slam with a neutral heavy, and he has the thunder call with back heavy.
Yeah. So you do paw, backlight, hip check, or you do thunder call, paw, backlight, to tail flip, hip check, which does a lot of damage at that point. And then if you still have enough time, you do one more Thunder Call, and then his mounting Punisher is one of the best in the game. It does, like when it's charged up, it does a lot of damage.
It does less damage than Astalos, though.
Yeah, like it does less damage than the Astalos. And that's why I would say Zinogre sits like in this area. And it does more damage than Rajang, and at least Zinogre, you can charge up Rajang. Or you could charge up Zinogre faster than what you can charge up Rajang.
Like, let's see.
So I say Zinogre is here.
Master Rank Zinogre only needs one shock trap and one charge before he gets into the state.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, this is the tier list. As you see, some of our favorite we believe some of our favorite monsters are higher than others. And then we also have some monsters that we might not have agreed with that are in higher spots. Cough, cough, Damio.
Dude, Damio deserves to be there. I don't know what you mean. You just don't use him.
I was messing. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Check us out on twitch.tv/AnimeAlex. All the links will be down in the description below. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, all my fellow weebs and weebettes.